I've heard Joe Biden say that he's never discussed business with Hunter. That is false.
When the New York Post published its scoop about Hunter Biden's laptop in October of 2020, the media labeled the report Russian disinformation, social media platforms blocked access to the story, and the Democratic presidential candidate dismissed it as nonsense.
I know you'd ask it. I have no response. It's another smear campaign. Right up your alley. They're the questions you always ask.
17 months later, the New York Times has finally acknowledged that Hunter Biden's business dealings are legitimate news.
Imagine the surprise. The Times suddenly publishes a piece about Hunter Biden's tax affairs and slips into the 24th paragraph that its reporters have finally verified the emails on that laptop are real. The problem is that this vindication of the Post comes a year and a half after the presidential election.
One catalyst for the New York Post investigation in 2020 was a Senate committee report put together by Ron Johnson and Chuck Grassley. Released long before the election, it outlined Hunter's business dealings and the, quote, extortion and counterintelligence concerns they raise.
The liberal media and members of the other political party chose to dismiss our work. They even falsely claimed that our work was Russian disinformation.
There have been reports of the Bidens cashing in on the Biden name for many, many years, dating back to when Joe Biden was a senator.
Even while admitting the laptop emails are authentic, it's worth noting that the Times still isn't addressing this question of Hunter's influence peddling or his father's knowledge of it. Its recent story was instead pegged to the news that Hunter had paid off a chunk of his back taxes and that a federal probe continues into his finances.
To this day, neither Hunter Biden or the Biden campaign have denied that the laptop was Hunter's. At the time, an attorney for Rudy Giuliani told Fox News that it was dropped off at a computer repairman's shop and never picked up.
I saw stuff and I was concerned. I was concerned that somebody might want to come looking for this stuff eventually, and I wanted it out of my shop.
Then came the revelations from Hunter's former business partner, Tony Bobulinski, who went public with documents backing up some of the laptop's contents.
In that email, there's no question that H stands for Hunter, big guy for his father, Joe Biden.
Yet the media ignored the Bobulinski revelations, focusing instead on some 50 partisan intelligence officials who circulated a statement claiming that the laptop was Russian disinformation, even as they admitted they had no evidence. The result was a blackout of the Hunter news in most places, with Twitter blocking the Post's account for nearly 2 weeks and Facebook using algorithms to quash the story.
Last night, the Republican House Judiciary Committee posted the story on their website, a government website. And this morning, Twitter has censored it.
The question now is whether pressure will build for Mr. Biden to answer some of the questions put to him before he became president. Right now, the White House is deflecting.
Again, I'd point you to the Department of Justice and Hunter Biden's representatives. I'm a spokesperson for the United States. He doesn't work for the United States.
Today it seems there's much more for our reborn media sleuths at the Times and other outlets to investigate.
The question is the same now as it was before the election. Just how much did Joe Biden know about his son's efforts to cash in on the Biden family name or to leverage the former vice president's authority?
Do you think it was wrong for him to take that position? No. Knowing that it was really because that company wanted access to you?
Well, that's not true. You're saying things you do not know what you're talking about. No one said that. Who said that?
Your son did make a lot of money. There are some reports $50,000 to $80,000 a month in a Ukrainian company while you were vice president. Also had dealings with a Chinese state government-run company while you were vice president. Was that wrong?
No, there's nothing asserted that he did anything that was illegal. Nothing.
Not saying illegal.